I framed this little mock-up in my workshop because today I want to show a little bit about some hanging and fastening techniques for drywall. But I really thought before I get into the actual hanging, I would talk a little bit about some of the framing issues, in particular the inside corner. But quite often, one of these inside corner studs is put in just a little bit. I would prefer these studs way out there. So now, when I position my screw gun, I'm able to get it nice and square into the corner and drive the screw in nice and straight and do the least amount of damage to the drywall. What we're going to show here today is we're actually going to eliminate this third stud. I'm actually going to use drywall clips on this corner. It's actually a plastic clip that I'm going to fasten in place with a staple gun. I'm going to attach the clips every 16 inches. But what I would like to do is mark the location of my studs on this wall. And I could do it two ways. I could reach up and put a mark on the ceiling, but a lot of times you can't reach the ceiling. So it's just as easy to just put the mark on the drywall itself. The best way to fasten drywall, really to eliminate fastener pop, would be to start along one edge. So I put all my fasteners in the bottom edge, then I work my way up the face. I put this one in, this one, and then the last one will be my top one. That helps hold it tighter against the wall. This is a drywall foot lift. Typically your bottom panel is just lifted a little bit off the floor. In this case, only about a half inch, sometimes an inch or so. I've marked the location of where I want to make my cut. I'm just going to use a T-square and a utility knife. If I don't have my foot against here, when I put a little pressure on it with my utility knife to score, it tends to just move a little bit. So I like to have my toe right against it. And then up here on the top, I don't want to have my thumb over here in this corner because that's, a pretty dangerous area. So I'm going to keep it off to the side. Now I haven't scored real deep. All I really need to do is break the face paper. And then I snap away from the cut. Now, since this is the good face of my drywall, I don't have to go around to the back side and score it. I can just reach through with my utility knife and score it from the front side here. So to fasten the bottom edge, I just work up the face. For these small pieces, I can just use my drywall hammer. I just position the sheet and I can just pry it up with the hammer. You can see that it is a little bit more cumbersome because I'm actually not using my foot. I have to use my hand. And once I get the panel up into place, I'm able to just fasten it. And here again, I'm going to work it across the sheet.